Well, here we are, day 8. Thanks so much for joining me in this second week. What a joy it is to study Scripture together. If you haven't been to the Lord in prayer, please take a moment to do that first. What then? Are we Jews any better off? No, not at all. For we have already charged that all, both Jews and Greeks, are under sin. As it is written, none is righteous, no, not one. No one understands, no one seeks for God. All have turned aside. Together they have become worthless. No one does good, not even one. Their throat is an open grave. They use their tongues to deceive. The venom of asps is under their lips. Their mouth is full of curses and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shed blood. In their paths are ruin and misery. And the way of peace they have not known. There is no fear of God before their eyes. Now we know that whatever the law says, it speaks to those who are under the law, so that every mouth may be stopped and the whole world may be held accountable to God. For by works of the law, no human being will be justified in his sight, since through the law comes knowledge of sin. All right, let's unpack that. Paul rhetorically asks again whether Jews are any better off than Gentiles, and answers no, as they are both under sin. He then goes through a litany of Old Testament scripture to prove the point that Jews are under sin. He starts by laying out their sinful condition, citing Psalm 14:3, 53:3, and Ecclesiastes 7:20, saying that none are righteous. He cites Psalm 14:2 and 53:2, saying no one understands and seeks for God. He references Psalm 14:3 and 53:3, that all have turned aside. Together they have become worthless. And no one does good, not even one. He then explains that their sinful speech progresses from the tongue to the lips, citing Psalm 5:9. Their throat is an open grave. They use their tongues to deceive. Then Psalm 140, verse 3, that the venom of asps is under their lips. Then Psalm 10:7, that their mouth is full of curses and bitterness. He lays out their sinful actions, citing Proverbs 1:16 and Isaiah 59:7, that their feet are swift to shed blood. He cites Isaiah 59:7, in their paths are ruin and misery, and Isaiah 59:8, in the way of peace they have not known. Finally, in the summary statement, he references Psalm 36:1, there is no fear of God before their eyes. He wraps up by arguing that since the law speaks to those under it to show them what sin looks like, and they continue to sin, then certainly the rest of the world will also sin. For by following the law, no human being, Jew or Gentile, will be justified or made legally not liable for sin in God's eyes, because the law shows man his sin rather than freeing him from it. Thanks again. If you like this video, press the like button below, and we'll see you again tomorrow.